Hello, everybody. We're going to get started with the physical biology exam, and we're going to start with a very simple question, which is which one is bigger, mRNA or the protein it codes for? And, but basically, which one is bigger, the drawing of the bridge you want to build or the bridge itself? And to do this estimate, we're going to focus on mass. So do this estimate from the standpoint of mass. What do I mean by this? Well, remember that the mass of an amino acid is on the order of 100 daltons. Okay, and remember, 1 dalton is the weight of 1 mole of hydrogen. Okay, fix this. Now, the mass of a nucleotide is on the order of 300 daltons. And also, remember that the number of nucleotides coding for a protein is 3 times the number of amino acids, right? So what does this tell us? This tells us that the mass of mRNA is what? Is the number of nucleotides times the mass of the nucleotides, okay? But, what is this? Well, the number of nucleotides is 3 times the number of amino acids, right? And so this is this. And the mass of nucleotides, you can think of it as 3 times the mass of an amino acid, okay? Like this. Which tells us that this is on the order of 10 times the number of amino acids times the mass of an amino acid, which is basically 10 times the mass of the protein. Okay. So what we learned is that the mass of the RNA, of the blueprint, is 10 times higher than the mass of the protein. And this type of this difference can be seen very clearly in these two structures here. Obviously what we emphasize in the RNA for myoglobin and the protein structure of myoglobin itself, shown on the right, is that we emphasize the difference in volume, and you could do a similar estimate from the standpoint of volume. And in some sense, one thing to remember is that sure, this is capturing one snapshot of the RNA, but actually, what you can see in these EM pictures that I'm showing you here is how RNA is in all sorts of configurations, and if you average all of those configurations, as shown here, it generates a blob that is much bigger than the protein itself, that is just a few nanometers, okay?